Good morning, you guys. I'm gonna get on here and give you guys a live stream before I go and officially clock in. Basically, we're to the point where we're still the same thing. You see the title. We got nothing but straight shenanigans over there on Ask the OG. Basically, he's to the point where he goes live and he basically is like he always does, dry begging for cash apps, whatever else the so-called quote-unquote supporters will give him. He's on there with Lele. She got the dog in her hand. People are making reference in the comments that the dog is hers now. My thing is he basically bought that dog to show the people and basically let them know in their face that he spend their money on what he want to spend their money on. He basically tell them to get the supporter badges, which it's not a problem with that. That's what you're supposed to do if you got to join. But my thing is with Coco, he built his fan base off of basically bashing Latrice. Now he's to the point where he wants to paint the narrative that him and Lele are officially a couple, which is nothing wrong with that. But my thing is with Miss Lele is to the point where she feel like she don't really earn her title as first lady. My thing is first lady to what? Now, since she riding his coattails so bad, she decided she was going to get her a channel. Nothing wrong with that is either. But my thing is, you stepped on a lot of necks and did the most in order to get your channel, but still you have no content. Only content they have is from reactors where they actually put their heads up there and basically put them in thumbnails, which I think is hilarious. Cause at the end of the day, Coco is a joke. I don't care what nobody say. He won't do nothing legitimate with that channel. When I say legitimate, means sell merch, sell something to let us know that he actually got a type of hustle mentality. For somebody from Florida who came from the streets, I don't see no type of hustle mentality. The only hustle mentality he got is hustling his supporters. He been doing that from day one, ever since he had the Facebook page. Now, I was watching him when he had that Facebook page when he first decided that he was going to leave Latrice alone. Latrice became his storyline. That's basically what he been doing, stepping on her neck. He been calling her punkhead ever since. Now, him and Lele, they want to call themselves the Beyonce and Jay-Z of YouTube. My thing is Lele be sitting up there with the eyelashes on looking like that little what that little commercial. I don't know if y'all remember the commercial where the little sheep be sitting up there in the lady lap. I think in a minute. But anyway, that's what she looked like. Lamb chop. That was exactly what she looked like. Excuse my French, an African American lamb chop. That what she looked like, them lashes on her eye. But in her mind, she thinks she's so cute. She did, she that. My thing is she called herself had all this education, but she do not use it for all the right purposes. You would think with a woman with that type of education and supposed get go and have the point to be to the point where she feel like she can speak on other people that she would have something going for herself. Her and Coco just not got a place together. Rumors are that they're renting over there. Most of the bills are being paid by the quote unquote supporters. Everybody know Coco don't work. All he do is do YouTube. My thing is, if it weren't for YouTube and Facebook, what would he be? Nowhere. And most importantly, he built the platform, like I said, off Latrice. Now he to the point he still do little slick shots at her, but he call it motivational Tuesday, Monday, whatever day of the week you want to call it. He got different little titles for it. My thing is he got a title for everything but getting down there and clocking in and doing some work. Nothing about him says I'm disabled. Nothing says that I can't work. And most importantly, he can't use the fact he got a felony. Now, my thing is with Coco, I think he feel like he low-key is a celebrity on YouTube. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that, but at the end of the day, what else you got to fall back on? Now, it look like to me if Miss Lele ain't to the point where she pussy popping and moonlighting at that little ghetto establishment that she work at. Cause at the end of the day, it gotta be a ghetto if they're hiring her. Nothing about her says professional or nothing like that. Now, true enough, she got a little title, whatever they're saying she a LP, and I'm not hating on that. I'm gonna count myself. But my thing is you gotta be professional on this thing. It's okay to have a YouTube page. It's okay to have a Facebook page. She used her Facebook page, in my opinion, to basically snap back, make accusations, and pretend like Latrice is coming for her. My thing is Latrice ain't looking for neither one of these people. Only thing Latrice looking for is the next bag and how to, get the next opportunity. I'm not saying that Latrice is all peaches and cream, but I've been watching her from day one, even when she stayed in Sarasota, Florida, and she actually was struggling before she got a Facebook page off the ground. I don't have a problem with a person struggling, but don't take the next person's struggle and try to benefit off of it. And that's basically what this couple has done. And I use the word couple loosely. My thing is, Coco's so ignorant and silly to the fact and gullible that he don't see what her motives is. She basically used him the same way he used Latrice to get her a little page. My thing is, when I watch on YouTube, I can't really watch no more about 10 minutes tops, and then I got to click off because most of the stuff that she be saying, all it does is low rate people, create drama, and most importantly, I lose brain cells watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying she don't say nothing about her career. She don't never speak on her kids, none of that. All she do is create drama, do the most. Whatever he left off at, she scrape up the crumbs and bring it to YouTube. But my thing of them is they want to paint this narrative like they're the positive couple. It's nothing positive about what they got going on over there. But to the point you like a train wreck and you like drama, then that's the channel for you. Now, at first, I was watching him because at the end of the day, I'm the type of person I have to watch a person, analyze them. I got to see what they're giving before I come up with a reaction, and most importantly, before I come up with an opinion. Because I don't want to be out here just saying stuff and speaking ill truths. Now, things that I'm saying are allegedly, because at the end of the day, are my opinion. You entitled to yours, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak mine and say what I gotta say, and I'm gonna keep it cute. Now, as far as Miss Lele is concerned, I hope she don't think this thing gonna last for the long haul. Meaning that they're gonna be in her celebrating 20 years of marriage. No, ma'am. This is just one of the spotlight type of things where he got you in the spotlight because he know that what bring views to his channel. Now, at first, it was to the point she had a lot of issues with his mods because at the end of the day, they was not listening with her. They was trying to listen to what he said, and low key, they was liking him at the same time. What you got to realize is you can't come in here and pretend like you had Huncho and Queen B when this man built the platform off of the sympathy and most importantly, bashing another woman. Most of the people who are supporting him actually do not like Latrice or Latrice blocked him. That's pretty much narrowed down what it is. It ain't that nobody coming over there because he got great content. He's an actual entrepreneur. He doing something with himself. No. He basically stepped, just like I said, stepped on Latrice's neck, came up with some commentary, did a couple of TikToks, and did the most to get out of his brother's air mattress. He finally got a little apartment. Next thing you know, there was Airbnb, and that's what I call it. It looked like an Airbnb. That is my opinion. You keep it moving. You go over there and see for yourself. It's like a straight up Airbnb. Nothing about it says we're buying, leasing, none of that. They claim to be leasing the place, but my thing is they already got it to the point like it look like a kennel over there. Now you just got a fresh new home. You should not be trying to put no dog up in there doing the most. I'm hoping you got that dog his shots and proper paperwork. Because you know everything Coco do would be illegal. Down to, just probably his socks. It is what it is. I'm not bashing him because he got a pass. There's a lot of people that got a pass, but they take their pass and turn it around. He has not did nothing but push the button for YouTube and basically get on here and bash a woman. That's it. Other than that, he ain't did nothing special. He ain't did nothing creative, nothing else. He just was able to get into the algorithm and, do what he do. Now, if you type of person, you like that type of stuff, you get down like that, then that's the channel for you. That's not a channel for me because at the end of the day, I don't get down like that. I ain't trying to step on nobody's neck to get nowhere. If I got to bash a partner that I used to be with, then that says a lot about me. Because at the end of the day, whatever flaws they had and whatever flaws I had are just that flaws. It don't need to be expressed or put up on the platform for people to do giggles and laughs. Because at the end of the day, that's basically why people go over there. He don't have no content going on. They ain't doing no skits. They ain't doing none of that. They do a couple TikToks every now and then, but it is what it is. Lele is a little stiff, so they can't do a whole lot. She think most of the time he got to put that camera to her face because in her day, in her mind, she think that her face is cute, and that's what sells. My thing is, it ain't about the face. It's really about your brain. Now, she ain't the worst looking, but she sure ain't the best looking. Not that I judge women because it ain't about looks. But she don't really use her brain for good. And most importantly, you can tell that she ghetto because she be out there broadcasting live, as I say, from the job. Because she used to be real irate when him and her used to get into it. She be straight in the parking lot, doing the most, just spewing crazy mess. Got her job in the background. Like anybody that's willing to just dox you can actually dox you by your surroundings. Because at the end of the day, where y'all at is Atlanta. A lot of people know surroundings. They know where you are. And you should be more mindful, and you shouldn't want that type of energy, not even on your page, but most importantly, around your job. But Lele wants to paint this narrative that she got the lady buzz, and they surrounding her, they supporting her. It is what it is. But Coco, he got his coconuts over there, and they basically ain't using their brain. He just basically got them brainwashed. It's just like a little coat, and they call it a YouTube channel. You can't say what you want to say. I really don't care. It is what it is, in my opinion. And I'm going to stick to that. Just like I said on my last video, Coco is being played by Lele. He still don't see it. My thing is, people say they grew up together. Oh, well, but think about it. All that time that y'all was separated, she just all of a sudden now decided she had feelings for you after you supposedly was on the Latrice train and you basically got your YouTube channel and you became popping. Now you was broken, struggling, she ain't nothing about you. That says a lot about whether or not she really was down for the cause. Now that you done call yourself, got up, you popping, you got your little YouTube channel, you got your views, you doing the most, you doing the most. She is riding away and decided to get her channel. I ain't mad at it. Hey, it is what it is. When it's your time, jump in there, get in where you fit in. But don't be to the point where you feel like that this particular thing is gonna last. And I'm not the type of person where I bash a person's relationship. I just sit back and observe some stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's built on ill truths, and most importantly, it's built on one of the things where they basically trying to, laugh in Latrice's face, how we together. But the thing about it that makes them look dumb is that Latrice really don't care. At the end of the day, they want to get into the bag. She be on Facebook. She got a YouTube as well. So the point that they making ain't no point to be made. Now, true enough, they call themselves trying to build themselves back up, this and that, because the streets is talking about Lele. They're basically saying her credit score is garbage. So at best, they probably renting over there, which ain't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? You can rent on, till you get yourself together. But my thing about Coco is I ain't never seen him do nothing positive. I know when he was with Latrice, she was trying to get him to basically detail the cars, because at that time Latrice had a little business what she was doing, where she had little bags and little shoes and different items she sold online. Now she quote unquote gave us receipts and let us know that she basically not only bought the equipment, but all she wanted him to do was detail cars. And I was thinking she just wanted him to detail those particular cars for her. Nope, she was trying to get him a business started. This man did not really want to work. He just wanted to leech off this woman. That's what he was doing. And that's really where they had a disconnect, because she'll go get her and he is not. He basically a leech, and he wanted to see what he could do and say. So when he decided he wanted to get away from her, he got it on his channel, basically blasted her and told everything that went on in the relationship. And people that actually hated Latrice or blocked by Latrice, and most importantly wanted to be Latrice, fell for it, and they flocked to the channel. They've been there ever since. Now, to the point where he used to do them different motivational Mondays, and two people were sending money to the cash app that he would post it daily when he was on Facebook. Now he on YouTube, he call it, what do he call it, supporter badges, where you join. Now, if you to the point you like that, do what you do. I ain't gonna knock nobody, but I ain't joining. And most important, I will tune in if I think I want to do a reaction every now and then. Because most of the stuff that Coco do over there, I can't stomach it. I hate a man that not only trashes a woman, but tries to benefit financially from it. They got a word for that, but I'm not gonna say it on this app. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna keep it mute if I ain't got nothing better to say than that. But at the end of the day, if this is the point where that relationship's supposed to last, it will. But based off the YouTube drama and all this stuff they got going on, I don't see it lasting too much longer. Lele, you can tell she's smiling to that camera, baby. She does sit for the camera. She a lot of time he be talking to her, she be zoning out. Cause at the end of the day, she dealt to get the spotlight. She got her channel, she trying to get popping. If he don't watch it, she gonna try to surpass him, and she gonna do the same thing to him that he did to the tree, and that step on his neck and move on to somebody else. Now, if they stay together and she is really umber and down, it will really, really shock me. But most time I'm not shocked by what I see, and most important, I'm the type of person I keep my ears to the street and my eyes open. And I'm always down for somebody to give me their opinion. But at the end of the day, I don't really need nobody's opinion on this, because I've been seeing this for the last almost coming up on at least 6-7 months, solid. But his Facebook page, he do what he do over there. But thing about him, he's smarter than most people. He do stream on both platforms. Some folks don't do that. So he basically gonna check out both of them. Now, he don't do the reels or whatever. He do the Facebook, he do the live or whatever. So it is what it is. You gotta get to the bag. But if you gotta get to the point where you got to step on somebody's neck to do that, I don't know about that one, homeboy. But I can say he did a lot of improvements when it comes to being in his brother's room, because he's be on the air mattress making pumpkin head videos, and that basically made him go viral. Now, he was to the point where people kept saying he need to get YouTube. He finally did. Now, I'm the type of person, I give anybody a chance, but I'm trying to see when he gonna come with some real content. Because how is a ex-convict that don't work outside of YouTube gonna get anybody motivation? Only thing that you want them people to be motivated to do is go in their purses, their wallets, their debit cards, and cash out you. I ain't mad at the struggle, and most importantly, do what you do and get it how you live. Because there's a food born every minute. If you don't think so, just pay attention. And most importantly, he ain't really robbing them per se, because it meant that they are willingly giving this man money. I sit back a lot of time, watch and see how he just begin up there saying what he say, do what he do, and they start cash apping him. You can tell when he get cash out, because he'll tell you to hold on. he'll pause the live. Cause he only trying to see what's on his cash app and he trying to keep it pushing. Now, these people really should look stupid because they have funded a lot of their lifestyle, and most importantly, they fund a lot of their trips, and they also fund as far as them eating, just simple stuff that they should be able to do themselves. But they figure, hey, why should I do it? I got supporters that slash dummies that'll do it for me. They're not the only ones that's on the internet doing that. Jasmine do the same thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, her channel is My Jazzy Life. My Jazzy Life get her in dry bag all the time. She supposedly got a family channel, ain't nothing family about it. In my mind, she just exploiting those kids. You can visibly tell that the kids are not visibly hungry on camera. They actually ask for food. Jasmine always say they already ate. Now it's to the point where Medusa is actually putting her boyfriend Chris on blast for not paying child support, and he basically was living off of her and her mom. If you think I'm lying, go over there. It's a channel called Medusa's. I'll get a name at the end. But anyway, she is the baby mom of Chris, which is Jasmine's baby father. She has a baby with Chris, and currently she has a little boy. But this particular lady has a 10-year-old daughter. Not to mention Chris has twins. He pays no child support. He rarely sees any of his kids. He might get the twins every now and then. But Medusa basically lets us into her world, lets us know what it was with Chris, how she fell in love, what happened, how they got to this point. She basically telling people she bossed up and realized Chris was not going to do what he's supposed to do, so she left it alone. But she said she did not choose to put him on child support, which I still don't understand for the life of me why she didn't do it. A lot of people say maybe she didn't do it because he ain't got no money. That don't matter. I went to child support years ago, and the judge said something that stuck with me. He said, just because you don't have no income, they're going to give you 30 days to find a job. But I think it's one of the things where she probably picking her battle. She probably don't want to take him to court for the main reason people never would think of is that it ain't about the money. She just don't want him to have no parental rights. And he's so stupid, he don't see that. So a person that's a deadbeat like him don't think about stuff like that. And see, if they go to court and assess child support, he would be able to see his child. And in his mind, in his instant, really don't matter because he don't make any effort to see the kid anyway. You can tell by her testimony. Now, Chris, you can tell Jasmine is openly bothered by what's going on with Medusa. She don't like the fact she got a channel. Because people were telling her in the beginning that the girl got a channel. And she basically was like, I don't care. I told her to leave us alone. She went so bad to do a storyline saying that somebody was basically harassing her. My thing is, somebody harassing you. You've been on YouTube all this time. You know the procedure. And most important, you're supposed to have common sense. Why are you pushing the live button instead of calling the police? I know why, because the storyline is getting close to the 21st, and you're trying to make sure that you secure the bag in your mind for the next paycheck. Jasmine was getting a little antsy around the 21st of this month because people were saying some people, the prizes or whatever, how it go was not hit, did not hit. You could tell something was off because on the 21st, she was actually live. Jasmine don't never go live on the 21st because she out spending that money. You know, her and Chris got to go out to eat, do the most, and, the kids, they get McDonald's. That type of action. But what really irks me about this lady, not only is this child head so deformed that he had to wear a helmet, she got him with the helmet on and still don't get a baby tummy time. I mean, please make it make sense. Are you determined to keep the baby head disfigured or what? I mean, what's the problem? Most people, if they see their child was in a worse state that they needed a helmet, they would figure out, hey, maybe it's something I'm not doing right. I need to give him tummy time, encourage him. The baby sit there. He not trying to reach. He not trying to reach no milestone. He ain't crawling. He ain't doing none of that. She put him in a walker. He just sit there. I'm saying to myself, Jasmine, how you gonna put the baby in a walker when you only give him tummy time? Tummy time encourages him to stimulates his brain and most importantly his leg muscles. But her mind, I don't understand what her thinking mode is. She got 4 other kids and she hadn't figured out that something might be wrong or off about the child. Now don't get on here thinking that I'm talking about kids because I don't do that. I don't speak about kids. I'm speaking about what this lady's doing. She basically is on YouTube getting paid to show visible neglect to her kids, and it's really, really sickening and sad. People to the point where they've been saying stuff. Actual videos are made of her prior to when the kids were younger. But my issue with her is with that baby and the twins. You can visibly tell the twins are on the spectrum. She's caught herself was taking them to get speech therapy. That last maybe 2 videos. Next thing you know, we're hearing us about it. And the reason why we're hearing us about it is because she hadn't been taking them. She claims that baby legendary to the point where he's getting a helmet. And the reason why I think she made the video was number 1 for sympathy, and most importantly, she was hoping she'd get some cash out. People were saying, well, they don't think that she maybe can afford the helmet. And I was saying to myself, yes, she can. If she on Medicaid, Medicaid will pay for that helmet because at the end of the day, the doctor will give her a referral. and he will say exactly why that helmet is needed, and Medicaid will sign off on it. Thank me later, and most importantly, I know because my kids were on Medicaid until I tapped in and got my military benefits. So don't urinate on me and tell Miss Rain I know better. But at the end of the day, Jasmine's still gonna get that live button. She wants sympathy, she wants views, and if you got cash up, she down for that too. People was basically blasting her too about a couple of days ago when she came on there. You know, she getting that PEBT. You can tell. She was at HEB because she don't even do no food stamp haul videos per se, and most importantly, she don't do no store runs. So that tell you she had to hit that deposit, had to hit for that PEBT. A lot of people say they don't think she get it. That. Yes, she do. She gets it. Trust and believe. She got all those kids. She not feeding them kids off of YouTube check. She ain't giving me to believe that. And most important, Jasmine got bills over there. And she got all the bills on her. Then they just got these 2 new cars. No, ma'am. Chris ain't working. I ain't gonna even say barely working. She keeps saying he got 2 jobs. What 2 jobs he got? He stay on the camera in the background more than you. You might as well go ahead and pay him as an extra as well in your videos. You don't pay the kids, so go ahead and pay him. But my thing is, and what I have a problem with, y'all going out eating looking like 2 sumo wrestlers, but the kids are basically looking like Skeletor walking around here. Ava, a lot of times, like she can't even focus. The little kid be hungry. You'll never see her offer them a snack, none of that. And then when she fix their meals, their little plates be so small, you can see the plate, and they be having a little small plates with the dividers in there. I said to myself, why don't you put some food on them children's plate? You cook them cinnamon toast sticks, little pancakes that you make in the oven, when you could buy them a box of pancake mix and make them some pancake from scratch. I do it for my son. My son's 6 years old. He gonna get 2 stacks of pancakes to start off. He wants some more. We're gonna add additional to it, and I'm gonna put eggs on the side. My thing is grits, eggs, stuff that stick to them. That's what you should be giving them for breakfast. Not cereal, not them little wanky dank pancake patties, the waffles, none of that stuff. It's not wrong with waffles, but make them some pancake batter. It's not hard and don't take long. You got a griddle iron. Quit being lazy. And if you're smart, you would take some of that pancake batter and mash it up and give it to that little baby. That way he can ease off that milk a little bit. Not saying he don't need his milk, but it is what it is. And you need to take that baby and get him evaluated because obviously he might be on the spectrum. I'm not a doctor, but it is what it is. My son ADHD. And the reason why he got diagnosed is because I did my research and I took him to a doctor early. I ain't sit back and make excuses. And most importantly, I did not turn a blind eye. It's obvious that the kids are on the spectrum. The little boy, he has more of issues than his sister do. His sister, she's, catching on a little more. But it really saddens me that the dad, fresh out of prison, got the child a haircut, and you've been sitting on the YouTube screen at least almost 2 years since he been in prison, and maybe got him a haircut once. It's pitiful and sad. Now you got a whole nigga over there that didn't even think enough of your kid to go take him to get a haircut. How much a haircut is? $15 at the most. It's sad. But then Philip got up there and basically tried to bash us and basically said that they'll get a haircut as a team, not because we said so. Yeah, you got that little boy a haircut because you got tired of him walking around with a struggle braids. Say what you want, feel how you want to feel. It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, he looked crazy having that. She really did that because people kept saying he needed a haircut. So every time she put him on camera, she made sure his hair braided and ain't even braided correctly. If you're going to push the issue or push the narrative, at least take him to a salon and get his little hair braided correctly. There's nothing wrong with braiding a boy's hair if you're trying to get it to grow. But if you're not going to maintain it, why do it? You don't even keep your daughter's hair braided. So I know you did it out of spite and you really look crazy. And most importantly, you look like an unfit parent. And guess what? You pretty much are. Now, people can get on here and tell you that you're a good parent, this and that, blase this, Jazz, you're doing a good job. BS. BS. If you look at my Shabby Life videos and look at some of the videos that she's supposed to have up here that she's supposed to be the editing queen on, you'll see what I'm talking about. Those children just pay actors in her movie where she basically wants to get a click and a view for abusing them and nobody saying anything. Now, my thing is, I don't know what her state of Texas is as far as abuse and neglect is concerned. I don't know. But I'm to the point where, it's really sad. But a lot of people to the point they rather give her a view than to give DHR a call. Not saying DHR need to take her kid, but somebody needs to step in and say something. If it ain't nothing but the fact that she's getting visible food stamp for those kids should not be hungry or reaching for nothing. If my son even think he finna reach for something to eat, I'm gonna present him with a snack. If that ain't what he want, present him something else. He get 3 meals a day, snacks, unlimited food as well. It's no excuse. If you're to the point you cannot afford food, I understood that. You get food stamps. You should be at your local Sam's buying in bulk. You should not be at no HEB, no SCB, none of them high price stores buying food. That's for somebody maybe got one or two kids, or maybe working. That's all they can afford. You should be buying in bulk. Thank me later. You need to invest in a deep freezer and stop letting Chris uh, uh, eat up and burn up all your food. And if he really loved at you, you gave him a whole channel. He should be over there posting. Being the dad that you want us to think he is, post some picture of Legendary over there. Show us a typical day where you go and buy things for the kids. Go to the park with them. Show us you getting ready to go to work. You can't do none of that because at the end of the day, none of that stuff is going on in that particular household. Jasmine is the sole bread one over there. She trying to do the most off that little YouTube check, and it's really sad. And she another one that needs to clock in somewhere. You got a whole internet. Why you want to take that and get your work from home job? That's another stream of income for you. All you want to do is hit that live button and tell people how you got to edit. You need to edit yourself into a job. Your mama sit back and co-sign the stuff that you do. You don't have to keep recreating kids knowing that you can't take care of them. Most importantly, you know that you carry the gene. I don't care what you say. I don't know how it go. Most of your kids be on the spectrum. Nothing wrong with kids being on the spectrum, but if you're to the point you're not a parent that's hands-on and you cannot deal with these particular type of kids, then why do you create them? Then you creating them with a man don't even have a job. He ain't even got his own place. He ain't got a car. Only reason he got a car is because of you. You waiting on child tax credit, whatever else, free handouts you can get to make that man life better when you should be doing for your kids. It's a shame that your oldest daughter talk on the same level as your twins. A lot of stuff she's saying, it sounds like she got her mouth full of rocks. Kaylin, what, about 12 years old now? She should be speaking more clearly and more fluential than that. My daughter is only 11 and she speaks way better than that. It's no excuse. And it's too many intervention programs out there. You on Medicaid, they will refer her to speeches she needs as well. Now, I'm thankful that at least she decided to get them children out of that room with all them LED lights and all that stuff that actually mess with their mental and most importantly, trigger them and put them in school. Now they maybe in a structured environment, maybe they can thrive. I'm to the point I really hate to see her click on that actual live button because I know I'm saying to myself, what kind of dysfunction and just neglect we're gonna see today, and we're gonna get paid to do it. Now I'm hoping them teachers will step in and realize that those kids need help in certain areas and help them. And most importantly, I hope she put them in a program where they actually help potty train. Cause Jasmine too sorry to potty train the kid. They 4 years old still wearing pull-ups. That's sad. They should be wearing underwears if nothing else. Why wouldn't you want your children to be self-sufficient and be able to do things for themselves? They're not able to verbally communicate with you about using the restroom. You should be speaking to your doctor about that. And it's sad that Jasmine can't tell you on a regular basis that she do videos about them going to doctor's appointment. She'll do a random video every now and then when they're going to the dentist. Everybody pile up in there together. That tell you just how much she keep up with their appointments. All them kids should not be going to the dentist at one time. I don't care what nobody say. And little Legendary sitting up there with his little helmet on, bless his heart. He can't understand why, first of all, he got a helmet. Most important, why his mama's so stupid and crazy. She laying in the bed doing a Q&A with a man with street clothes on. Nobody ain't took a bath. The baby rolling around. They think it's cute. What's cute about this baby got a helmet on his head? His head is so flat that he needed a helmet because of your neglect. You don't put him on his tummy. You don't do none of that. And then you got these kids in the room locked up most of the time. Jasmine, it's a shame how you do. And Philip sit back there with his eyes bucked, looking like a little bullfrog, ain't saying nothing. Now, true enough, he bring him on his channel every now and then, but you need to speak up as a dad and say something. Co-sign for Jasmine ain't doing nothing with as far as stimulating your girls. I'm pretty sure you can see that your twins are not on the level they should be on. And you as a father need to speak up and say something. Because if you don't say nothing, then what? The grandmama already ain't saying nothing. She don't really care. Long as Jasmine send her a couple food stamps every now and again. It is what it is. Then she be trying to promote her mama channel. You need to promote being a better mother. If you promote that, then maybe we'll click in, we'll watch. I can't watch Jasmine for no longer than maybe 10 minutes. I got to click off because the abuse is adamant. She really don't care. Then she done got this so-called recipe in her mind to edit and still be having the stuff in there. And put a little music to it and call it a video. Now, y'all keep clicking in and giving her clicks and views or whatever you want to, but I'm not going to keep getting her clicks and views for being a bad mother and most importantly, abusing, neglecting her kids on camera. I don't care what you say. I can't get with a mama that have their kids looking dirty, their hair not combed, and not feeding them. There's no excuse. If you can't afford clothes and basic necessities for kids, stop having them. And you need to tell that sorry man of yours to get out the house and go find a job. If he can't find a job, at least post on the channel and get some kind of income coming in the house. He ain't giving you a break enough. You can go in there maybe and, get you a job or do something productive with yourself. And you got nerve to tell folks he gonna marry you. Yeah, if you marry him, you gonna mess around and marry into a life of you know what? You need to look at Medusa's channel and realize that's your life if you don't get out. Keep having kids with him and see where it gets you. You're gonna have an additional kid and still be in the same tax bracket. And then you're gonna still be working for YouTube. Work for YouTube is okay, but at the end of the day, you need to be trying to push your channel into a more positive realm. It's people that do what you do as long as you have they get paid promotion. You ain't got a paid promotion yet. Nobody's sponsoring you because nobody is sponsoring no garbage. You had the Hello Fresh sponsorship. You messed that up thanks to your baby daddy, where he told the people he gave the food a 5 out of 10. Any food, no, you're supposed to get it at least a 9. I don't care if you don't like the food. They will give you sponsorship. Most important, they will keep sending food. That food you can use to feed the kids. But y'all don't use your brain. Y'all think that a and a L is the same letter. It's just ignorance at its finest. The Q&A should have been a glimpse into their world to realize these people is slow for real. Anytime you laying up in the bed with a man with street clothes on and call it a Q&A, baby, there's your answer. When you asked him the question of the day, how did he know you was the one? It took him a minute. He had to cough. He had to think about it. He had to regroup. He probably should have shut the camera off so the way he can laugh a little bit and get his laugh out. Because, baby, you are not his type. And most important, he don't care nothing about you. You get on here and want everybody to believe that Chris is the one. He love you. He this, you that. You really be pushing the issue now to Philip out. We already know what time it is. You want Philip back. But you don't know how to get rid of this sorry sack of you know what called your baby daddy. You think in your mind he one up Phil. No, he don't. At least Phil do got some hustle. He working and trying to do something. He fresh out of jail. Your man ain't even out of prison. He ain't trying to work nowhere. What's the problem? I know the problem is he know he got a sugar mama. Somebody gonna take care of him. And he got food stamps coming in. He ain't trying to do nothing. That house you got in, he didn't help you get that house. You got the house on your own. So if you to the point you got to struggle with a man and have kids for him, baby, something wrong with you. You need to have your head examined as well. Now we're gonna slide off Miss Jasmine and we're gonna get on Caesar. I had to say this because I know I'm gonna talk about celebrities, but baby, they're basically saying that Caesar is not on Black Ink anymore. It's basically because allegedly he was basically abusing animals. A lot of people to the point they're not understanding how he could be off for that reason. Not saying that's not a bad reason to be off the show, but why when he was supposed to abusing his daughter with his girlfriend at the time, why the show wasn't canceled in? My thing is just this clear. It's one of those things where people are more adamant about animal cruelty than they are you abusing kids. I don't care what you say. You can say what you want to say. I'm gonna say allegedly, but that ain't how I feel about it. Now, as far as Caesar's concerned on the show, I actually liked his presence. I like the fact that, he presented himself as a mogul. Him and Suzette was trying to be the power couple, but at the end of the day, you see that they, was going downhill fast. But basically what he was trying to do was trying to rebrand and revamp, which I can understand because he opened up new shops. But he probably got off his little pedestal and he let some of his hood mentality, keep him off the roster. Now, I probably will watch, but then again, I won't, because at the end of the day, when Duchess came off of there, I really was to the point I said I was going to stop watching. Because, Miss Kitty left and she went to the other Black Ink franchise. But I think he should just maybe take away and step away from TV anyway and maybe concentrate on his actual brands. Because outside TV, Caesar is an entrepreneur, so he ain't really going to miss them little paychecks they give him. Anything, it's just giving him exposure. He got enough out of what he needs. But we're going to see what it's given when they decide to return again, because everybody got to come up with storyline now. Because at the end of the day, where's the boss? But Suzette was to the point they said she was on her actual Instagram. She basically showed that she sold a house that Caesar had. My thing looked like she boasting and bragging and doing the most. And allegedly they're saying she the one that's sending the video of him actually abusing the dog. Because if you look at some of the snippets of them on the show, they was really having a mental breakdown when she decided she was going to go have her body done. And he was not there for her. She basically just blasted him and told the most. Now, I don't know if that was a storyline or that's really what was going on in the relationship. But she should have took a step back and realized that, Caesar is the type of man he kind of hard to love because at the end of the day, Caesar wants to be, the man and the woman in a relationship because he's a little emotional. He don't really want to see the woman have no type of say-so. That's pretty much why him and Duchess didn't work, in my opinion. Now, Duchess is a boss in her own right. She got her thing called Pretty and Ink. She did have to the point where she used to go live. She don't do that no more. But they said she had a lot to say as well. I think it's one of the things where the gag order is no longer in effect, so she's able to speak. I personally like to hear her side because at the end of the day, everybody got a side. But I don't hate Caesar as a person, but it is what it is. And as far as Miss Suzette, I kind of didn't see them anyway as a couple. I saw them, but I wasn't feeling it because it seemed kind of fake and forced to me. It is what it is. But they say she is a realtor by in Atlanta. So, I had to give y'all a recap, let y'all know what it is with them too. But I don't know if they officially broken up. I don't know about that part, but I do know those type of scenarios I gave y'all about her are alleged. But I also like the fact that they spent the narrative about Walt. They basically were trying to say he broke into one of the shops and stole things from Caesar. I'm thinking that was a storyline because at the end of the day, Walt has been a day one. He has did more for the shop than his actual right hand man, which is Teddy. Teddy was to the point where he was basically running the shop when Caesar don't be there. So it is what it is. We're gonna see where it go. I personally think that the ratings are gonna be in the toilet after this. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I don't think it's to the point where they actually are going to be sustained because the main characters they have on there are okay, and then it's to the point where Donna is no longer on there, and then they're saying allegedly that Donna is not with her old man anymore, which is I call him the vagina slayer because that's what he called himself on Instagram. Their storyline went from sugar to you know what. They also got the new guy that was in there. I can't never think his name, but he got all the tattoos on his head. Now he was good for TV, but he had a lot of issues, and he tried to bring his storyline to the forefront, and they kept trying to overshadow it and putting Young Bay on there. I personally think Young Bay and her new man or whoever she decided to put on there, they should give Young Bay a spinoff. Out of all the people who tattoo on there, she needs a spinoff. But those one of those franchises where she probably won't. But I'm thinking that she says she got a tattoo shop on the side. I'm hoping that she'll put her mindset into doing that. And I think that Puma should be okay too, because Puma had a shop at first. I don't think he got it no more because I think he stepped away from that to try to help Caesar. But Puma, he's the type he gonna keep a hustle. And I just want to get on here and give y'all guys a recap, let you guys know what these streets was doing, and most important, what's going on here. I had an issue, but I still hadn't resolved it. It's with Miss Melissa B. She to the point where she basically puts on my content in her video, and sits to the point where she feel like she can make a coin off of me. I asked her nicely to take the video down, edit it or something. She decided that she was gonna lie her way through and said that she had my permission to use. No, ma'am, she did not. Now I'm just gonna put her on notice that I'm on notice that if she don't take that video down, I will be striking her channel. I'm not gonna sit there and let nobody make a coin off of me, and especially play in my face. Now it's to the point where the True Sippers basically drug her and took her down there, dipped in the water, dipped her and brought her back up and dipped her again. In her mind, she thinks she's the fresh face and she's a new Beyonce of the YouTube streets. No, ma'am, you're not. Your commentary is whack, and most importantly, you are whack. Just because you pop in and out of Wanda Whitley's channel and do the most stir up mess over there, Demetrius ain't the one to fool with. I will be striking your channel. I asked you nicely. It's been almost two weeks since you had that video up. You want to give me this little lame excuse that you was doing it for educational purposes. No, ma'am, you was doing it to get a coin off of me, and you would not get a coin off of me. Now your commentary is just as whack as that dress that you had on the live stream where you say you had got it from some type of reject shop for $27. That's pretty much the price value of your commentary. But you won't make a coin off Demetrius, because I will be striking your channel. And once they strike your channel, you won't have no other choice but to get off. I hope the little couple of coins and pennies you made out that video, maybe you can, get you braid your hair a different way and maybe get you some clothes from the boutique, like I already told you. Because I can tell the clothes you be wearing, they scream polyester. And so does your attitude, and most important, your demeanor. You think you cute on this little YouTube, you done did the most, stepped on a couple necks to get your 1,000 subscribers. But sis, you better be using them same momentum to step on some more necks to get 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. I don't care if you get to 10K, you ain't finna use my name. You ain't gonna have them cap. Now, as far as Tommy, the worm over there, Mighty Mouse of 2022, he gonna get his channel struck as well. Not only are you trying to dox me, but on top of that, you got text messages with my parent phone number up there. No, sir, it will not work. I will be striking your channel as well. I done sat back and watched and waited to see if you're gonna do the right thing, but see, you don't know what the right thing is. You think using people and inserting yourself in situations is going to grow your YouTube channel. No, it's not. It's going to be the demise of your channel. You will not make a coin off of me. The little pennies that you done made them little coins. That might be another figure card, maybe twice. But other than that, you ain't really make a whole lot off that particular video of me. So what was the point? You trying to dox me, and most important, you got people coming to my page. There's some people who told me specifically that they went over there to see stuff. You don't know if people are looking at my videos trying to figure out where I live or what. You don't care. At the end of the day, you ain't got nothing to lose. You don't care nothing about nobody. Anybody standing there in their dad's house, possibly driving their dad's car, ain't got no counter to hold to me, and most importantly, ain't finna make a dollar off of me. You better go and do like everybody else do and like I do, and that's clock in. It's okay to have YouTube, baby, but you need an income. You 31 years old and all you do is go live all day. I mean, when do you rest, sir? And most importantly, when do you not insert yourself in mess? Then you be on Yolanda Aquarius saying that she going back and forth with you. It's a lot. You had us going toe to toe about nothing. But in the day, sir, you will get one thing that's called karma. Karma does know your address. And most importantly, we know your address because you dox yourself. See, you don't win, you don't, in other words, you don't win when you play dirty. It always come back on you. You on there trying to prove a point by the value of that bando you stay in, and come to find out you dox yourself, told us where you stay, what city you stay in, and it is what it is. So you know, you look crazy, and most important, you should not even hit live when you're discussing that because nobody cares. If that house worth $37,000, that's our answer. Did you thought that really meant something because it wasn't 7,000 like people was assuming? It does not matter. It ain't yours. Whatever value it is, if somebody decide to sell it, you won't get none of the money. So what's the problem? You keep saying that the house is in your name, is in your name. You supposed to know all that. You shouldn't have nobody see the value of your house. A homeowner knows that. You can have the property appraised. It's apparent that those people that you was asking for that more than likely probably was people you was renting from. But now everybody's confirmed that's not a rental, that's your dad's house. But we're gonna slide up off of YouTube because at the end of the day, you just want some clicks and views over there. But Mr. Tommy Knocker, you better leave Demetrius alone because I'm knocking right at your door with a strike. And you have a blessed day, and most importantly, everybody's in the chat. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'm hoping nothing but blessed for you guys. I probably will come back with another video. And I love you guys. I appreciate everybody that's new here. I see a couple people left and unsubscribed, but you know, it is what it is to come with the territory. But I am on the road to 500 subscribers. I hope you guys if you're new here, you'll subscribe. And if you are oldie, make sure you like the video, share it out if you can, and leave me a comment. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.